Alrighty, welcome back to it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of The Burning Topic. My name is Sky Cole. You can follow me on every social media platform ever at SkyCole_. And you can also follow us at The Burning Topic. We have an Instagram and a TikTok, and obviously right here on YouTube. Do make sure that you like this video already. Thank you very much, you guys, for, the kind support that you've been pouring into us. All right, today I'm having someone who has been taking over the charts, who has been, making us breathe through the wind. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Isaac.
Why do you have to be so dramatic?
I have to be dramatic. I have to welcome you the right way. Okay.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
It's good.
I want us to play a game
Right.
for an icebreaker.
Okay.
The game is called What Comes to Your Mind.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say 5 words or names rather or whatever, and you have to tell me what comes to mind when you hear them.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, money. What comes to mind?
Me.
Your money. I like that. Okay. Explain further. What about you's money?
Because I like money.
Okay.
I like money, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for money. I advocate that people should have money.
Yeah.
You can never live a full life without money.
So I don't have money. How would you say how would I get the money?
Well, obviously, you have to learn the principles of money. You need to find ways to make money, and you have to work for it. Yeah.
And what is the best thing that I could learn that could make me money?
What is the best thing that you could learn that could make you money?
Yeah.
I'd say just be valuable, man. We live in an era where there is just free money everywhere. People looking to,
Free money? Which world am I living in? Like, where do you get this free money?
Man, is if you're just valuable enough,
Yeah.
you are relevant to the current needs of the civilization that you are in, you will definitely make money. I always say, this is the easiest time in history where it's easy to make money. Right?
Okay.
As compared to the previous generation. In this generation, I believe, and I think because of, I'm not old, but I've lived just pre-technology and also with the rise of technology. And I've seen just by observation how and learning from other people, previous generation, on how right now you really could just sit at home with
and make
no
money.
one, no team, no business, just alone and a gadget, and you make money. It's
that easy.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't want to say it's easy and drive the narrative that you can make easy money, but I'm just saying that the entry barrier is so small.
Right.
You can really just create anything and start making money.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff, man. Number 2, your mother.
Oh,
What comes to mind when you hear your mom's name?
Angel, my angel. I love that woman so much, bro. She's my anchor. She's my pillar dog. I always say, bro, if it wasn't for my mom, I don't even think I'd be alive.
Really?
Right? That
Why?
woman has supported me so much. She's been, even this morning, she just sent me a message to say, God bless you. May you continue living for me. She's that person for me. Just yesterday again, my son, I love you so much. Just keep living for me. God bless you. And I've experienced, and I always say, a lot of people never really get the blessing to experience what true love is, right? And for me, that's what my mom is for me. She was that person, and there's a popular story that I'm sure a lot of people know, where I blew my mom's pension fund.
Hectic. Yeah.
Right, and I took her money, put it into Forex. I lost it in one day. Hectic. That woman, when I called her and I told her what happened, she said, "My son, don't worry, it's going to be okay."
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to her.
At that moment, man, I was in a very dark place, bro. And
I could imagine.
I think it was probably the only time that I considered dying.
Yeah.
Right. And just you can understand the shame and the regret and just the pain and the expectation that she
Yeah.
should get mad at me, she should disown me.
But she didn't.
She never, till this day, she's never asked me about that money or asked me to pay her back. But thank God now things have changed, you know.
Yeah.
She has no reason.
I like that. I mean,
You
it
know
worked
what I
out
mean?
quite well.
Yeah,
Do you
it
think it
worked
was
out
the
really well.
purpose for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I've said this in a different interview. I said if I didn't do that to my mom, I probably would have gone the other route of what everybody else is doing in the industry and causing other people pain because of
You
most
don't
time
know
we
it.
don't really realize the pain we cause people. You're taking people's money, you lose it. It's the market. What
That's
should
how
I
it is.
do?
Yeah.
But you don't realize that's people's livelihood. They've worked for that. So for that to happen to me, I think it was God saving me from continuing to, you know, the journey of self-destruction. He used my mom to stop me right there. 'Cause
Right.
after that happened, I had to sit back and say, I need to do things differently because now I can see the pain that it has caused me personally and my mom, even though she doesn't vocalize it. But for her to support me in that situation, and I promise you, man, she's an angel on earth. Love her, love you. I know she's gonna watch this.
She is. Shout out to you, mom.
She's my biggest fan, bro.
Yeah.
She watches literally everything that I do. She, you know, I know she's definitely watching this, if not the first one to watch it.
Shoo. Okay, speaking about that, because I was going to ask this question a little bit later on. A fan asked if I should ask this question, and I'm going to ask it. I hope you won't hate me for this one. Have you ever been labeled a scammer, or have you scammed someone? That's what.
I've definitely been labeled a scammer, man. I think the moment you sign up to be a thought leader, the moment you sign up to be in the forefront of anything, you are signing up to be called names.
Hectic.
So I've been called a scammer many times, not once, not twice. And again, I think it also goes back to what is the definition of scamming, right? Because, and again, I never, especially after that experience, I had to sit down and say, do they have the right to call me that?
Right.
Is it in their right to call me that? Whether my intentions, and I always say this, intention doesn't mean anything if the results are not beneficial to the next person.
You hear that?
My intentions could have been good.
Yeah.
I wanted to grow your money, right? I wanted to grow my mom's money. But the result is that I lost it.
Yeah.
Does my mom feel that I scammed her? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does she have a right to call me a scammer? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Whether the intention was good or bad, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I had to accept earlier on, to say, okay, no, they have the right to say that. Not everybody's going to be happy with you. There are some things that you will do that people won't approve of it, and they have their right because that's how they see it, and that's their reality. So I have been called a scammer, man. You know, I do call other people scammers as well.
Right. Hey, would like to know who are they?
But no, I don't call people by. Well, let me put it this way: I don't attack people on a personal level. I attack what people do, right? And I always say, if the shoe fits, well, one, because I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna speak.
That you're gonna mention a
things
name,
and
since you're not scared.
I have a responsibility.
Okay.
I don't disrespect people.
Yeah.
But I have a responsibility in the industry that I so believe in so much
Yeah.
that it could change people's lives. But I have the responsibility to speak the truth, even though it's not popular. So if you've watched anything that I speak of, I'm different from, you know, and I say this with the utmost humility, from the average Forex guy. If you watch my content, you watch my interview, I'm not out here selling dreams and you know, get rich and whatnot. I give people the reality and the dangers. Right? I say there's many people that talk about the good of Forex trading. There's more than enough of them. We need a balance.
And speaking of that, why do you think then the Forex education is important if at the end of the day people are going to call it scam?
Yeah. So remember when, let me start it this way. Whenever something new comes, people are going to
say it's
speak against
it,
right? Because who do you think you are? Do you think that you can come up with something new?
True.
That we understand. But most importantly, it's how, and we are partly responsible for it, it's how we portrayed Forex to be. And I'd say we, because I'm part of the people that have pioneered the Forex industry in South Africa. Through ignorance and foolishness, this is the image that we've brought to the young people. I mean, I was one of the guys that repped cars, shiny cars, and living these bowling lifestyles and, blowing money.
Are you still for the life?
Telling people to buy them. That's what made people think this thing is a scam.
Right.
So I made a personal decision to say, I've made the mistakes before, but I'm not going to continue going the wrong path. I'm going to sit here in public and tell people, hey, I did that. That was foolish. It's a lie, right? Don't go that route because I know how it ends. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to humble myself and take out my scars for you to look at, to say, hey, buddy, I know where that route goes.
Right.
You don't have to go that route. Those that listen, let them listen. Those that don't want to listen, it's fine, cool. We speak after 5 years. You know what I mean? So that's part of the reason why, is because it's something new, it's something different. Too, is because of how we've portrayed it. And really because that's why I said I don't want to drive the narrative of easy money, because we've made it seem like easy money. And when people come in and they realize it's not, then that's a scam. You know what I mean?
Obviously.
So that's why people really need to, the Bible says people perish because they lack knowledge, right? It's the absence of knowledge that makes people perish. So that's why the education is so important. That's why I advocate for people to know the truth. The most important thing about leadership, if you are a leader, you need to give people all possible objectives, all possible scenarios. Let them know the consequences, not just the reward of what they're getting themselves into. Let them know all the consequences. So when they make a decision, they make a fully informed decision.
Right.
And when they, encounter those challenges, then they know that this is something that I was told. Can't just tell people they're going to make money. Tell people they can lose money. And there's a higher chance that they will lose money than they will make money. Right. And again, I can sit here and spin this thing and make it a sales pitch. I can easily
preach, Pastor Isaac.
I can easily come out with more clients from this, and make money. But I'm not going to sell my soul and get money at the tears of other people. So I need to tell people the truth. If you're gonna come in and buy into my business, great. If you're not gonna buy into it, cool. I'm happy either way. So
let's move forward. Question number 3 is Dubai.
Man,
what comes to
what comes to mind is that's where I want to live.
For real?
Yeah, man. It's really one of the best places that I've been to.
Right.
I love the life in Dubai, and I love how the people in Dubai just don't compromise on the quality of life. Right. Those guys are really in the future, dog.
For real?
They futuristic.
I need to go to Dubai. Is it what we really see on the internet, well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I always tell people there's real Dubai, ordinary people Dubai, and there's fantasy Dubai.
How do they look like?
It's
the ordinary ones.
It's just the normal life people.
What's normal life people? Your normal life people is not the same as mine.
No, but I'm just saying normal, ordinary people doing ordinary things, but there's also that fiction side where it looks like a movie. It's real, but it really does look like a movie. The things that we see on the internet. So there's both sides to Dubai. You get, if you want that experience of just being in a normal city, you get that.
Okay.
And if you want that experience of being in, those lavish, extravagant places, it's real. It's there.
The $2 million places.
You know,
Yeah.
I was laughing the other day. I was speaking to someone. Said there was a restaurant we went to. I was actually invited. And that's when I realized I'm not as rich as I thought I was. When a plate of lamb chops was going for like 3.5 or so, and I'm like, guys,
Rands or dollars?
No, in rands.
Okay.
When you're converting in
Okay.
rands, and I'm like, maybe I'm not as rich as I thought I was. You know?
I can imagine. 3
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you and this is what I like about it, the quality of life.
Yeah.
So when you go into such places, you can have two perspectives. You can be a brokey and start complaining about the price of, or you can look at the people around you and say, what relationships can I build with these people so I don't have to complain about the plate of 3.5? Because clearly everyone who's here can afford that.
Yeah.
You
Which
know
means
what I mean?
there's more opportunities.
There's more opportunities
Yeah.
for me to learn. So that's what I love about Dubai. They don't compromise on the quality of life, bro. They really, the level of excellence is, it's amazing, bro.
Wonderful.
It's amazing. I make it a point that at least in a year, 3-4 times.
3-4 times.
Dubai, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'll be fitting in those bags. So definitely I'm going
Here's the
with you
thing.
next time.
I'm going to show you something shocking
Yeah.
when we're done. It's not that expensive to go to Dubai.
For real. I've heard of that.
It's not that expensive
Yeah.
to go to Dubai.
But to live in Dubai.
That's why I said there's
Yeah.
the fiction, the fantasy side of Dubai. There's the normal side of Dubai. It's not like all Dubai is 7-star.
I heard it was more expensive than the United States.
Not
So
even, bro.
for real.
Not even, bro.
3,000.
Not even, bro. With 20 grand, you can go to Dubai for a whole week. Flights
Yeah.
included, activities included.
That's one person.
Included, yes.
That's a lot. Do you know what I would do with 20,000?
How much is it going to cost you to go to Cape Town for a weekend, bro?
I mean, okay.
It's pretty much 15.
Yeah. Used to
For a
spend more than
weekend.
that
But
for a whole week.
right,
Yeah.
for a whole week you're in Dubai. So if you look at the value you get, it's really, I'd rather go to Dubai. That's why, again, I don't like traveling locally. Because
Yeah.
for me, it's cheaper to travel internationally
Abroad.
than it is to travel locally. I mean, in Limpopo, where I come from,
Yeah.
I can't go pay 12,000 a night in Limpopo.
I mean, you pushed in the economy at the end of the
I
day.
understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for me, that's home.
Yeah.
All of these things are normal to me.
Yeah.
Compared to that, and there are a lot of people that do travel there, but compared to having a more experience, a different life experience,
Right.
I'd rather
Go abroad.
you know what I mean?
Okay. Number 4, we have coal.
Coal.
What comes to mind?
Coal is in a name, or
As in coal,
uh,
what you do. You are. Hey, you might tell us. Coal, as in what you.
All right, what comes to mind when we speak of coal? Again, money. Money comes to mind.
What got you into coal mining?
Relationships. Right.
So did you study anything in mining?
No.
Okay.
No. I studied business management in school. I was not the very brightest person in school, but one thing I've always been good at is speaking and building relationships. So that's why earlier when I started, it's all about building value. When you build value and you are humble enough, it will open doors for you. Humility will open the doors for you, but
For
then
real.
the value will get you a seat at the table.
Yeah.
Right. So how I got into mining, really this thing started off an Instagram live. Right. Just jumping on an Instagram live, and then we're just sharing ideas. You meet like-minded people, and the business started from there. Okay, what are we doing? We're doing farming. What are we doing? We're doing mining. We're in engineer. Oh boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's but it all, okay, guys, this is what I'm good at. We don't have to, I don't have to go to school, but I can build a relationship with people that have access to certain things, and I bring in the value that I have, and then we see how we can collaborate and, you know, make that money. Yeah.
Okay. That is it. right?
No,
Are we?
that's 4. I
That's
believe.
4. Okay. Number last but not least, God.
My everything. Man, I wish I could be as loud as I could be about God. So people can understand, especially in this day and age that we live in.
Right.
The sooner we realize that life is spiritual and nothing just happens, the more we realize that we need God, right? God is real. Satan is real. It's not a joke.
It's not a fiction.
book.
Nah.
This thing is real,
Yeah.
right? And if you've been through the things that I've personally been through, for me to be here today, for you to be able to say, let's call that guy and speak to him. It's not me.
I know.
It's God.
Yeah.
It's God.
Love that.
According to life, I should have been dead. If I wasn't dead, I should probably be addicted to drugs, living under a bridge somewhere. Or I should be an alcoholic, or I should have gone mad.
Why?
Because of the things that I've been through. Right? The darkness that I've been through. I always say, I have come to the end of myself. There is nothing about this guy that I can say that's him. It's over with Isaac. It's done with Isaac Easy.
What are you doing? You. Now I'm starting to think, what was he doing?
No, a lot, bro.
What pushed you to those things
even?
even?
It's ignorance, bro. And again, like I said, life is spiritual. Don't underestimate the wisdom of Satan. Satan is a lot of things, but he's not an idiot.
Yeah, he's not.
He has the advantage of time. Just yesterday, just to give you an example on how spiritual life is, yesterday I was speaking to some gents and say, when I used to smoke weed, there's a thing that I used to say. It's like, and I used to say, you can take me anywhere in this world. Anywhere. Doesn't matter what country, what province. In the first 2 hours of me arriving there, I will find a person who sells weed. Right? Sounds like a cool thing to say.
It is not.
And that is true.
No, it's not.
Because everywhere I went, I'm able to see that person sells.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a coincidence, bro?
No.
Satan was feeding me into that life, right? If you do drugs, you can go to a club and see a person, this one has cocaine. Even if they didn't show you to you, that's not normal.
That's not.
It's spiritual.
Yeah.
Why do you always find yourself around people that feed the things that destroy you?
True. Speaking to me.
You know what I mean?
But not cocaine, not weed.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Life is spiritual. Nothing just happens.
Yeah.
You don't meet people by accident. Everybody you meet, there's either a godly thing that's supposed to happen or there's a demonic thing that's supposed to happen. And for me, I know that because I lived it and I suffered it, and God came through for me at a perfect time. And he saved my life. So that's why I'm loud about Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm loud, bro. That
You better.
What?
You
Jesus,
better.
bro.
Yeah.
He saved my life.
Yeah.
Man. You look at me, I'm clean today. It's all him.
It's all him.
You know,
Yeah.
there's nothing I wouldn't do for God, bro. And that's why I want people to know God is really the only way. There's no other alternative.
Yeah.
Hell is real. One day you're going to believe in Jesus. One day. Either in this life or the next life. I'd advise that you believe in him now.
Yeah.
Because on the other side, even if you're a believer, it's too late. Everybody's a believer.
Yeah.
Jesus is the only way.
I hear you.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Gonna get to our first question with the wings that are looking at me right now. They signify each and every question that I'm gonna be asking you. So with each wing comes a burning topic.
Okay.
Exactly. So we can take the first one.
Right. Oh, man.
I'm very clumsy. I am so scared for my life.
Do I eat first or do you ask the question?
Let's eat first, because these are very...
is good.
Yeah.
Really good. Oh
Is it hard?
I'm gonna regret this.
Woo!
I'm gonna regret this.
Okay. What is the weirdest thing you've ever Googled in the middle of the night?
The weirdest thing I've ever Googled. Yeah. 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 I'm trying to think, man. I'm not a gadget person, so
Someone who deals with charts.
yeah, well, at the office, if you know about me, we only trade in the office, not when I'm home or on the phone. So for me, it's a 9 to 5. I'm just trying to think, man. If I'm not listening to sermons, I'm reading a book or listening to an audio book.
In the middle of the night?
Probably in the middle of the night, I'm probably praying or sleeping.
Not in the now life. You can be even the.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. I can't think of anything, man.
It's literally my teeth.
I'm trying to think. Maybe I remember I was at a point I was interested in finding out if there is other living creatures outside of human beings and animals. So I probably should have.
Did you believe in all of that?
Aliens and do I believe? I don't know.
What did you find, cunt? What did you find? In the middle of the night, you're finding out creatures.
Aliens and all of that.
I'd love to see an alien.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just again, it was just an interest to see if, just to find out if there really other species besides human beings and
Right.
and yeah, I think it was just an interest.
Literally my
Vampires as well. There was a point where I was like, probably these things they exist.
whole vampire.
Yeah, I know it's
Okay.
weird. It's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
That's the best one.
That was just something about me. It's like, no, man, these creatures, they have to exist somewhere, you know. Why did people think they could be vampires and aliens and all of that? But yeah,
Do you believe you can find something on Planet 51?
you never know.
But a vampire, though, where would they live? Are they in
not
South
saying
Africa?
I'm not saying they are there. Well, even if they are there, they wouldn't be in our, in our world.
If someone could give you like a business idea right now,
Yeah.
but you feel like, okay, let me just say it like this. If someone would give you money, what business would you create?
If someone was to give me money, depends on how much.
How much do you want? how much do you want? You never know who's watching.
Anything north of 50 million.
50 million rands.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you do with 50 million?
I'd build a school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you need like 1 million to build a school?
No, it's the infrastructure of getting everything the way it's supposed to be done. I'd build a school. That's the first thing that I would do. Guess it is a business.
Yeah.
But and the reason for that is that I believe in investing in the future, right? So I believe in empowering children so they can be better leaders in the future. So one thing that I want to do is I want to build a school. I want to have a bank that
A bank.
is,
Okay.
it's coming from the thing of, for so long we've just been complaining about the cards that we've been dealt, and I think it's about time we start printing our own cards, right? We just can't complain about how the system is not benefiting us. Let's create a new system.
I mean, they tried. And they, I'm not gonna speak too much on that one.
It's the lack of unity, man. If
Oh
there's one thing
yeah.
that beats us as people of color is the lack of unity. Right? And I always say it is not the best idea that succeeds. It is an idea that people agree upon that succeeds. Right? Let's look at apartheid. Apartheid was not a good idea, but people agreed and then united upon it, and it succeeded.
Yeah.
So if we as people, a few of us can come and all believe that we can do something, yes, we can. The problem is whenever we try and do something, there's always self. And it's about me. It's about me. Oh, no, you can't have that steak. Oh, no,
Yeah.
There's never something that we just collectively saying we are coming to do this, and it's not about any of us. We're doing this for the betterment of our society.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? So it's always that if we're starting a bank, I want to be the major shareholder, I want to make the most money. No, it's not about us. Let's do it to free our people. Right? If we're starting a school, it's not about the school fees. It's about the information that we feed in the children. When they grow, they can become better people in society. Right?
Correct.
So I just believe in that, to say let's just stop crying about the poison that we've been fed, that it's killing us. Let's just stop eating the poison. It's going to be painful. It's going to be hard. We may not even live to see it, right? But we have to start somewhere. The things that we see today, the people that came up with them are not here, but then we are still, beneficiaries of those ideas. So I think for me is that, to say, if somebody were to give me that amount of money, those are the things that I would start looking at doing. It won't be, for me, it's not about generating profit anymore. It's about making an impact in my world.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then what made you get into the Forex market?
Competition.
Who introduced you?
A friend of mine.
Okay.
I grew up with. It started off as a silly competition. I'm sure many people know it. We were young boys, and this boy came back with a brand new Ford Focus ST.
Okay.
He's like, nah, fam,
I want that.
better,
Okay.
what I mean? I've always been a competitive person, and then that's how I got introduced into the business. And again, it also stems from, I've always been a person that from a young age, I started my first business when I was in primary school, right?
Which was selling what?
Selling sweets.
Okay.
I was selling sweets at the time, and it just grew. I've always been looking for ways to make money, right? And again, that stems from, I grew up in a household where my dad is a businessman, my mom is in corporate, so I've seen both worlds, and I've always wanted to I've been in corporate before, but then I always thought, okay, man, I can't work forever, and I need to create something. I need to be different. I want to change the world. This thing of changing the world didn't start now. It's always been a part of my DNA. To say I want to see the world a better place than how I found it.
Right.
And I've always been looking for ways to, how can I better myself so I can better other people? Remember, you can't give to people what you don't have.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure that I improve myself, so then I can improve the lives of the people around me.
True. And speaking about the influences you've gained from home, being it your mother was in corporate and your father was into business, where is Isaac from? How did you grow up?
I just want to say on camera, I'm not colored.
They're saying you're colored.
Yeah.
Okay, I
get
get
that
it.
a lot.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Limpopo. Hamojaji Bulobedu. I grew up there. I was born and raised there until my matric. In terms of my upbringing, I don't want to say we grew up poor, man. Well, at first, it was times where I remember, you have those vivid memories from your childhood. I remember there was a time where we had a spaza shop at home before my mom started working, and we stayed in a shack. So that shack was a spaza shop and a bedroom for all of us. And when it rains, the water would come in, and just remember that memory where I'm sitting with my mom on the bed and my brother and my dad, my older brother, they are standing up because then they can't sleep on the floor, right? So I'd say those were there, but I was very young, right? So I was very young. Where I won't say I understand the effect of what poverty does to a person, right? Another memory I have, I was in preschool, and I had 2 memories from preschool actually. I always laugh about when I'm home. The first one is a scuff is pap and milk, and some kicked it, and my milk spilled all over. If I find that kid today,
if I catch you,
right? And another one is, I remember they said in preschool, they said we must come to school with teddy bears. And my mom, that's why I say my mom is my OG, man. Yeah. She took a pillow and she really sewed a doll for me. Right. Because now we couldn't get
the actual teddy bear.
Yes, so those were some of the moments. But then growing up, late primary, I mean, my dad started doing well. So, and and now, again, I won't say we're rich, but we were okay. Right. And even at the younger ages, you wouldn't say you were poor because everyone around you was the same, and we were happy then before we even moved to the suburbs.
When did you move to the suburbs?
No, but when probably early high school. It's not even a suburb per se; it's just a township.
Okay.
But I'm saying from where we were before to the upmarket area from where I come from. I just personally believe we were happier when we were in that community because everybody was a family,
Right.
It wasn't. We were not separated by walls. The whole community was a family. If the lady from next door finds me swearing at someone in the street, she would beat me because she's my mom. She may not be my biological mom, but she's my mom. Because we all took care of each other. We'd go to next door and ask for bread, or we'd go have breakfast at our friend's house. All of us, we are there. We'd go watch TV at this house where they had DSTV. We were a community. We were happier, and there was genuine love, right? And then until you start moving to where you now have a fence, and then you have your own little prison there. You know what I
mean? Not a prison.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's just the power of observation. And just saying, But I had a good upbringing. I grew up in a godly home. Went to a good school, and
How was you in school?
Oh, I was a rebel.
I couldn't say.
I know. I was a rebel. I was a rebel. It was bad. When I was writing my matric, I was not even staying at home. I had ran away from home.
Why?
Yeah, because I thought my parents were killing my mojo. I was
okay, Mr. Mojo.
I was living a rock star life, man.
But did you pass?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. I passed.
And then after that?
And then after that, I moved to Pretoria.
Okay.
I went to college. I studied business management at Varsity College in Pretoria. And then from then, I started working. I started off as an intern at a car dealership. Then became salesman, assistant manager. I was actually one of the youngest managers in that company. So and then before I quit my job and then started going into business.
So when did you start Forex?
But it's my 11th year now.
Okay.
11th year now.
I'm already picturing your age. After the 11th year, I'm already picturing your age. So okay.
I'm not old, but I'm not young. I'm in my 30s.
I can tell. That's the first thing I heard. 30s.
So you've
been rich For 11 years, you've been rich.
Rich is relative.
Oh, very rich coming from you. Very rich coming from you.
Like I said, there are moments where you're like, maybe I'm not as rich as I think I am.
Hey, in Dubai.
Not even in SA, man.
For real?
Yeah.
Where?
Let me give you an example. A friend of mine once called me and he says, please send me your coordinates. I'm coming to visit you.
Yeah.
So what do you mean coordinates? People ask for locations.
Coordinates.
It's like, yeah, when you're driving, you ask for a location. When you're flying, you ask for coordinates.
Okay.
Okay. And then they say, find a plain field so I can let my choppers. Like, there's really no need, you know.
There's no need. Like,
but the point is, you see, there are moments where you're like, that's not me, you know. So there are moments where you're just like, maybe I'm not rich. Let me go back to the drawing board, you know.
what was your first
blessed.
money?
I'm blessed.
Like, how much was your first money you've ever made on Forex?
The first day I traded Forex, I think I made about 87 grand. My very first trade.
You're lying.
I'm telling you. Everybody knows this story. I didn't even know what I was doing, bro. It was pure luck.
And this was first day or?
The first trader ever. And that's why I believe in Forex so much.
Hectic.
Because for me, you know, for a lot of people, it's always, I'm going to come in, I lose money, I go from mentor to mentor. And I don't know if this thing works or not. For me, the first day, before I even learned, I opened an account and I remember this account manager calling me. I put in all my salary in there. And they just told me, when you see these graphs going up, you buy.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess I did buy.
Yeah.
My whole money when I woke up the following day.
You held
87 years, so I held overnight. So when I woke up the following day, I was an 87 grand profit. I closed. I withdrew the money. A week later, it was in my account. And I was like, this thing works.
I am not going back.
I'm not. So there was never a moment where I doubted whether Forex would, because my very, very first encounter with Forex, I made money. And obviously after that, things started going sideways. But I had that belief because I knew that it worked.
I think my first money on Forex when I tried it was 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when that is because you put your whole salary. So you had
I'm a risk taker,
huge investment.
I'm a risk taker. That's why I also lose so much. Because
What's the most you've lost?
Yeah, bro, like I told you, I lost my mom's pension in one day.
Oh, that's how much was that?
And I can't say it, but a lot of money. My mom was
over 100K.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom was a bank manager.
So that was the highest you've ever lost
in one trade.
Okay.
In one trade, yeah.
In a month?
I don't have a figure where I can say this month I've lost.
Because I had someone and they said they lost about 500,000 in a month.
Yeah, I've lost way more than that.
In a month?
Way more than that.
Nina niluza izindlu. You guys lose the houses.
I mean, there was a point I was in probably a 5 million rent debt.
Hectic.
Because of
How was that for
trading.
you? How was that for you?
No, it was, bro.
It was okay.
And it was all happening at the same time. So you know when they say when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
That was the moment for me where literally it's just, that's why nothing phases me now.
Yeah. It's an experience. You had to face that.
I had to go through that.
Yeah.
You know?
And then how did you pick up from there?
I had to encounter God, one, and I had to come to the end of myself and accept that this is my reality.
Yeah.
Right? I think for a lot of people, it's always because of the influence that we have and the fame and all of that, it's kind of hard to accept reality, because on social media, they see me as this guru. But in reality, things are falling and things are bad.
And you can't show that.
And I think one of my greatest blessings was to accept that that's bad.
5 million.
Bad.
Where do you even start?
You know, and I had to God had to give me the courage to change course and, start over.
It worked out.
Yeah, and it worked out. And, and I think one of the things that I had to ask myself was it luck the first time? or are you really the guy you think you are?
Yeah.
And the competitive side of me was like, this is who I am. I can do it again, 10 times better, right? So, and then God has been merciful, man. I've managed to come out of it. Yeah.
We're going to question number 2.
Yes, sir. Oh,
and we're
man.
taking a wing.
I'm going to regret this, man.
Trust me.
That place is delicious.
It is, eh? And one of the cheapest stores ever right now. But they make good food so far. Because you never know.
We can't give them free market.
They'll have to come, all of them, and ask, is it us? You know, give us something, I'll tell you if it was you or not.
Yeah, but yeah, that's really good. Oh, man.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad, but yeah. No. Right.
I think I'm prone to chili now. That's weird.
Like I said, I make my own. So
You should have brought it. You must bring it, actually.
if you have me next time, I'll bring you a bottle. Yeah.
So number 2,
Yes, sir.
what is a controversial opinion you hold that you think might surprise people?
A controversial opinion that I hold that might surprise people. Well, I say a lot of controversial things, so I don't think people get surprised anymore.
I'll get surprised. Maybe I don't catch
Because,
them. Please let us know. Yeah.
I think let's just bring it to my industry.
Yeah.
Forex trading industry.
Fair.
I'm gonna hurt people, but
Let's do this.
The most controversial, I won't say it's the most controversial, but one of the opinions that I have is I don't believe there's such a thing as easy money, right? Especially in this industry. I believe maybe let me put it this way so I make it a bit more controversial. I believe you have a higher chance of winning the lottery than making quick money in Forex trading.
Say someone who made 87,000 at one go.
Yeah, and where is it?
I mean, it's 11 years later. Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make, and I hope people do hear me and don't attack me as they usually do, is better is the end of a thing than its beginning. What looks like it's not it. Right? You can make 87 in one day and lose 300 in 2 days. Did you make 87?
I was going to be fine the whole month. First of all, but I hear you.
You get what I'm saying? For most people, is always, because I can. And it's one of the reasons why many traders fall into the troubles that they find themselves in.
The greedies.
Yes. It's the greatest sponsor of greed, because you make 87, you start thinking, okay, because I put in 30 grand, I made 87. If I put 300, maybe I'll make 800. You see what then starts happening to you, right? So again, for most people, you'll start trading today, make money. In the end of the month, you blew all of it. The reality is you made nothing. And that's the point that I want people to start understanding, right? What matters is not the screenshots that you have. What matters is the money that went into the bank account, right? So for most people, they are on a stationary cycle in the gym. You're putting in too much effort, you're sweating, but you're not going anywhere. All you have is screenshots with no results whatsoever. It looks like you're making money. It looks like you're making easy money, but in reality, you're not. You're digging yourself into a deeper hole.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing that the Japanese, I believe, they say, if you find yourself in the wrong train, make sure that you jump off quicker, because the longer you stay in that train, the more expensive it is to come back, right? So There's no, I don't care what anybody says, and I've seen some of the idiots you brought here that are in the industry saying all these crazy things that sell to people, and I understand. Sometimes I understand the desperation that because people love, their ears are itching for all of these things that these guys are saying, right, and they get the most views, and I can tell you, most people won't even make it to this part of the interview.
They must. I mean, your story is incredible, so they should.
Yeah, but it's because I'm not saying the things that are popular that they want to hear, right? And you often hear that, you've heard them. Even you yourself, I can see it in your face. You don't believe it as they say it. I'm gonna throw you in the bus, under the bus now, but it's the truth, right? There are certain things people say, you just like, this is a sales pitch, And for me, it's that. It's a majority of them don't even trade, so don't believe the things that they tell you, right? Don't believe it. There's no such thing as easy money, especially in trading. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. You competing against rich people, smart people, very sophisticated machines. If you think all it's gonna take is your laptop and free Wi-Fi and a 300 rands account for you to be rich, you are joking. You are joking. You are a child. You're not ready for this thing called life. And the sooner you realize that, the better, because life is a harsh teacher. Oh, life is harsh, bro.
Oh, it is, bro.
Life. It's out to get you every single day. You wake up. And the sooner you start accepting the truth, because it's the truth that sets people free. Right?
Shoo. Let's take another one. You're getting me into trouble here. I don't even know what to say to you again. You. Yeah. Okay. If you were to start... No, I've said that. If you could change the major thing about your industry right now, you've answered this question, but I want you to answer it since I've put the question. Okay. What would it be, and what impact do you think it would have?
The first things first.
With the wing,
with the wing. Oh, man. So if I offend you, please understand it's the wings. It's not me.
Yeah, it's very hot in here.
It's hot.
I'm surprised I'm not even sweating.
Yeah, I know. Right. So if I were to change anything about our industry, one is I'd want the industry to be more regulated, right?
In that sense.
Especially in the people that are in the forefront and are the ones that are influencing people. There needs to be some sort of a regulation, right? Because these days we're making stupid people famous.
Hectic.
Right? And just because you're famous, then all of a sudden you're an influencer.
Hey.
Right? And people buy into your foolishness. And we now have a ripple effect of, many foolish people because of the things that these people say. So there needs to be some sort of a regulation for the industry that regulates the people that are in the forefront. It's number one.
And how can you tell the foolish ones from the real ones?
You're gonna get me in trouble, man.
Might be into trouble. So yeah.
Man, as I always say, if it's too good to be true, man, there are things that people just say, and
Things like what? So what can you? Hello, you are educating the youth.
Let me give you an example. Just last week, and if you can go on my Instagram and check it out, I did a video. So how I started this video, I was like, 1,000 rands to 100,000 rands in 5 days, and I'll be the one that's trading your account. And then I paused a bit, and I was like, are you not tired of listening to this nonsense? Right? And then what happens is, in a week, I have over 1,000 people that are interested in turning 1,000 to 100,000 rands in a week.
In a week? Is it possible?
Okay.
Okay.
The idea was stop falling for this nonsense. That was the idea of the video. But just to show you that this industry thrives on ignorance, right? Many people didn't even bother to watch the video until the end.
They just saw
They
that.
just
and it's
had
like,
that.
Here's my 1,000.
Here's my 1,000, take it. Majority of them, you check in the comments, I've been scammed 4 times. I hope you are legit. I'm like, this is why you get scammed, right? So things like that, start looking out for things like that. Anything that promises you instant success,
It's not real.
anything that doesn't show you process, it's not real.
Are you hearing it?
It's not real. Now look into the cameras. Anything that doesn't show you process, anything that's too good to be true, and anything that takes away responsibility from you as the individual, run away from it. Because that thing is meant to make you poor. Nobody will ever hold the responsibility of making you rich. Be it signals, be whatever. Right? And we offer all of these things and we always tell up, this can't be it for you. You need to get to a point where this is a stepping stone for you. You need to get to a point where you have to do it yourself. The moment you want to shift responsibility or somebody says, I'll take away that responsibility from you, run away. Run away.
Run away.
Because you are about to go from broke to poor.
Hectic. So yeah, what is are you a family man, I'm assuming?
Yes, I'm a father of 3.
3?
Yeah.
You still need more?
If I can get 4 more, I'd be great. If I can get 4 more,
I want more than that. I want 10.
I would also love more, but we have to be considerate.
Of what?
You don't make these kids alone.
Yeah.
If I could get 4 more, I'd be happy.
So you have, what do you have now?
I have 3 now.
And the genders?
I have a daughter and 2 sons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want more sons?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. First person to say that.
That for me doesn't matter, as long as I have children.
With the same person.
Hopefully. Well, now it has to be.
Okay.
Now it
Before?
has to be. Before, no. And like I said, man, I was a rock star.
Hey.
And
I thought it all changed. So yeah. With
so,
the same person.
hopefully. Well, it has to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say hopefully. I'm a man of God now. So
Hey, I'm a man of God, have gone through a lot. Eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to. I'd love to get married and have a big family with my wife, beautiful wife and beautiful kids.
But do you have a great, relationship with the mothers?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing of baby mama drama, I don't know what that is. I don't have it. Actually, just this morning, I'll show you. I'll show you. You just saw, and I don't mean to brag. I shouldn't even be doing this. I got a message from the mother of my second son this morning. You can read the message.
Aloud?
Yeah, you can read. So it's things like this that I take pride in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I have that great relationship with all of them. It's not even, I don't know what baby mama drama is.
And that's what I'm scared of. I don't want to be a baby daddy.
Yeah, no. Look, it's don't do it. Now because I know better, to get married, then have a family. Don't have kids out of wedlock.
Yeah.
Right? Now we're just making the best out of a bad situation.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
There's just so much. It's part of the issues that we have in society of broken families. Right? So, but we can't get rid of them. We just have to do the best we can to show up in this kid's life and pray that they make better decisions. So with everyone that I meet that wants to start a family, my advice is, first of all, stop dating.
What must we do? How do we get to
dating.
the marriage if we're not dating?
Do you believe in God?
I do.
Right. Do you have faith in God?
Every single day.
All right. do you believe God knows your tomorrow?
Yes.
So if you believe that, can't you ask God to help you choose the right person?
But I'm still gonna date that person to marry that person.
Yeah, what I'm saying. If you pray to God and say, God, this is the person, and believe that if God approves it, what more do you need to,
Yeah, I hear you though.
You know what I mean? Dating, what it does, and it's just conversations we don't have. And this is why our generation, it gets harder and harder to be in a relationship with people, because we have so many options, right?
Especially you guys.
There's just so many options, and what we don't realize is that we are damaging ourselves emotionally and psychologically, right? Because I come and I be with this person, I pick up traits that I don't like and whatnot, then I leave. We're not even speaking about the spiritual aspect of it, but just the physical part of it. The trauma of breaking up with someone, and you're not even healed. You go into another person that also has a trauma from. See why our generation is so depressed and anxious. It's because of all of these things that we do. So, dating, I believe it's from Satan. He has made it that we can destroy ourselves in an attempt to be complete. So we're always searching for something that will make me complete, and you try and find it in many places. And at the end of the day, you're the one that's getting damaged. By the time you get to a point where you want to get it, you are so emotionally damaged. You're so psychologically damaged. You have so many trust issues. You are a mess. You are an emotional wreck. When somebody wants to love you right, you don't know how to receive that love, because you have this trauma of not being able to be loved right.
And it will linger, hey?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you find an opportunity to be in love, and then you ruin it because of the things that you've done in the past, right? So that's why now it's like I don't advise dating unless it's dating to marry, and do it as quick as possible.
Fast.
As quick as possible.
What's quick to you?
You can't.
6 months.
3 months. 3 months. And I'll tell you why. You can never know a person.
Yeah.
That's why my question to you was, do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you trust that God has the best interest for you? If God approves it, go for it. That doesn't mean it's going to be perfect.
But remember, Satan also tries to imitate God.
Yes, that's why discernment is important.
Yeah.
What does Jesus say? He says, my sheep know my voice, not my words. Because even Satan can speak the words that God speaks. But you need to know the voice of God. That's why discernment is so important, because whatever God gives you, Satan will also bring it.
Yeah.
Right, and usually Satan's one comes before God's one, so you can abort the one that God wants. You can abort the one that. So that's why you need to stay in that place of prayer and make sure that you're hearing God correctly, and ask for confirmations.
You read the word.
Read the word. Tell God, like, God, if this is the person I want to see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And until those confirmations don't go into it. But if God does confirm in you, and you have peace in your heart, that's the thing that Satan can't give you. Satan will never, is not able to give you peace. The true peace comes from Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? When you feel that peace, then you are able to say, okay, fine, I can go for it. This thing of I'm trying to get to know someone before I make it, you'll never know anyone. You don't even know yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You change every week. What makes you think you'll know another person?
Yeah.
If God approves it, go for it. Study what it takes to be a good husband. Study what it takes to be a better wife. Communicate, and it will happen. And again, just pray for God to keep you guys together.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Let's get into the last question, because time has run out.
Yeah. Should have a part 2.
We should. There's a lot to speak about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many questions.
I have so many questions I can't ask because, hey, you speak. Okay, let me do this easy one. Please name for me 5 best Forex traders people should really trust and believe in.
An essay.
Yes.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you doing
Pela,
this?
you are the
man?
guru. You must. I'm actually making this for you guys, so please like this video. I'm trying to find
Yeah.
out who are the 5 best people to go to, especially when you need to learn this.
Damn, bro. Wow, man. You're going to make people fight me.
They won't fight you. I'll be here with you.
Damn, man.
You trust in God, right? They'll never fight you.
No, I'm not afraid of them. I'm just...
It's giving fear.
No, I'm not afraid. I'm just thinking...
Why not? What's happening?
Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking, some of my personal friends, if I don't mention them, why didn't you mention me? But, and it's not in order of who's the best and who's not.
Number 1.
No, man. I'm just going to mention names. Doesn't matter who's first and who's, so...
First person.
I'd say Kenneth John. Kenneth John, the real Kenny B on Instagram. Great guy, great trader. Doesn't offer much of mentorship, but he recently wrote a book on trading psychology. He's really a brilliant trader.
See what happens about the real ones?
Yeah.
They don't offer mentorship.
And
then the fake ones will come and take the job.
Yeah. And that's the thing I was telling him, and I said, you're part of the problem as well, because you complain about the state of the industry, but you're not doing anything about it. So you need to be out there. Stop trying to close yourself, because you have the right knowledge, and if you don't bring out the right knowledge, people are gonna go for the wrong knowledge. So Kenny, please
do the right thing.
Who else? KG.
What's KG?
KG, also very low key. KG is my boy. Brilliant trader. Brilliant trader. Who else?
Number 3.
I'm thinking
Already you are thinking who?
I'm thinking again. I want to make sure that I lead people to the right sources, right? Jabu Souls.
Okay.
Jabu Souls, great guy. Great guy.
He offers a mentorship, that one.
Unfortunately, this guy... I'm sure, but if you ask for, information, I'm sure they will be able to give you.
Do they answer the DMs?
I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I'm sure they do. They are great people as well, right? Number 4. Who am I going to think of? You really put me on the spot, bro.
It's just a game. It's just a game.
I'm trying to think now. And when you know people, and then when the question comes there.
And you're like, I know them, but I don't know them.
My mind is all over the place. I'm trying to find people that really believe in this. MJ Givens.
Okay.
MJ Givens, great guy as well. Great guy.
Mentorship? No.
I believe he does offer mentorship. I know he does live tradings and whatnot, so you can join his live tradings.
He's probably charging 10K over. These real ones be charging crazy amounts. Why though?
Because
you wanna seem authentic. Okay.
No, they understand value.
But 10K, someone who's coming at you and saying, I want to make money, like you do.
But also,
and you charge them 10K.
It's also the thing of just differentiating between quality and quantity.
But with the state of economy, that does not make sense. You see?
What happens when they pay 500 rands?
I mean, not really 500 rands.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what happens when they pay the cheap mentorship?
Okay. Akiri now will be cheaper than 10K.
Yeah, but I'm saying the guy doesn't really need that money.
Exactly, but he's charging 10K.
Paying for his time, think about it.
Okay, but... Okay,
go to out here and say one-on-one at a restaurant. Go
to selfish, selfish.
It's not.
It is selfish. You paying for my time. It's like, dude, I don't want to teach you, but pay for my time and I'll teach you. It's giving me that.
We can't. We don't know. We
Okay.
don't know.
Okay. I hear you. Number
Number 5.
5.
I'm gonna say this. As much as I'm not happy to say it, but I gotta give credit where it's due. There's a boy named Tabo TD.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a really good trader. We had a falling out, so that's why I didn't want to. Gotta give credit where it's due. He's really brilliant when it comes to trading. Right. So Tabo TD is.
So what happened to Bo Rafwayne? Bosandile?
You ask me the people.
Actually, you were on the level. Yeah, now you started.
I didn't mention
alongside
myself
them.
as well, so.
Yeah, you are not included in the top 5, please. You're calling other people, not yourself. Where now you are already in the top 5. So it's not about you.
Man. What do you want me to say, bro? I don't know.
Were they ever real?
How am I supposed to know?
I don't know. Aren't they your peers?
I've only met. I'm sure I've met Refrain maybe once or twice. 3 times. I actually met in Dubai. Funny story. It was the first time. I've met Sandile probably 2-3 times as well. So I don't know the guys that much.
Do you think Sandila was too greedy?
I don't know. I don't know the story, bro. What do you
Okay.
want me to say? I don't know.
I don't know, Pella. He seemed very authentic. I went to one of his seminars way back in Senton. And then Dugu, he's fake. He ran away with millions of money. And I was like, wow, thank God I didn't join.
So I'd put it this way, right? And many people would not like it. I don't have the right information and facts to form an opinion about what's going on between about these two gents. What I can say is the few times that I've met Sandile and had a conversation with him, whether the conversation was authentic or it was an act, I don't know.
Right.
I really believed he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Right. We shared some thoughts and ideas that and no matter the things he's done, the controversy around his name and everything, we cannot take away the impact that he's had in the industry, in our lives. For most of us, we are here because he was the first to pave the way. Right. I can't take that away from him.
Yeah.
What he did, I pray for God to have mercy on his life. If he did not do it, I don't know. I don't have the facts. And I try my best not to involve myself in people's issues, especially if those issues are not building anyone. True. That's why when we started, I said, I don't attack people. I attack the things that people do. Right? I don't have a problem with people. Even some of the people that do the things that I have a problem with, I sometimes jump on a call with them and I try to reason with them. This is how I believe things should be done. Right? I love everyone. And again, a clear indication, the person that I just mentioned now, we had a serious falling out. A serious one, it's not a joke. But I still had to swallow my pride and mention his name because I can't take away from his skill. Right? I can't take away from what he's done. You know what I mean? So I'm like that. I'm never gonna speak down on another man's downfall. I'm gonna look at the good that he did and just hold on to that. Right? It's different if it's a person that's just saying, I am just going to be a bad person and do this consciously and I'm going to show it to your face. Now we have a problem because now you're doing this deliberately. That's a whole different conversation. But I don't have the facts to speak on these two gentlemen.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But thank you very much. We ran out of time.
Yeah, man.
But hopefully we pray for part 2.
Yes, man. Let's let the people decide if they want
Yeah.
part two or not.
You guys want a part 2 or not?
Yeah, but
Comment
let
down
us know
below.
in the
Thank you
comment
very
section.
much for coming
Thank you
through.
for having me, man.
Yeah.
It was an absolute pleasure.
Where can people follow you?
People can follow me on man, there are so many fake accounts of myself. I don't know.
Exactly. I wanted to ask you that question. How do you feel about imposters?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's unfortunately Meta and TikTok and all of these companies, they're doing nothing about it. But I am on Instagram. What's my Instagram?
Isaac underscore it's underscore
Easy.
IZY.
Yes, Isaac underscore ITS underscore IZY. And it's a verified account, so that's the one.
Yeah.
TikTok, actually don't even go to TikTok, man. There's a guy who has more followers than me on TikTok, so
Then deal with Meta, get it verified so that.
but even then, I mean, on the other day I saw a Facebook profile that is verified but in my name.
Hectic. So you can't verify yours.
You can, but I'm saying these guys are just way too smart. They have ways to go around these things. I mean, two verified Facebook pages with my name and picture.
Them people are getting scammed.
Yeah, so it's is that so? All I can say, if you meet an Instagram or Facebook page or an TikTok page or WhatsApp that promise you they're going to trade for you, they're going to do investments, that's not me. I don't take people's money at all. I don't trade for anyone at all. Please don't fall for that. It's probably a scam. Well, not that it's probably, it is definitely a scam.
So they should find you on Instagram only.
Instagram, because it's the only one that's verified, and that's the one that I'm more active on. Like I told you, I'm not a gadget person, so I'm not really that active on Facebook and TikTok as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was easy, man. Thank you very much for coming. This is the Burning Topic. My name is Skyco. Do follow us on every social media that we have. It is Instagram and TikTok. Also here, subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let us know what you want to hear again on the part 2 or from another guest, And who would you like to see on this podcast? I'll see you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Stay blessed.